Warning, this story is not mine and is not about me. It was originally from reddit.com, but is being posted in video form in the spirit of sharing. All credit goes to the author, and the link to the story is below. Thank you. My wife always gets on my case for doing this. I've been known to treat random homeless people to nice meals every so often. Whether it's just buying and handing it to them, or inviting them into a Wendy's or McDonald's with me. One day, I was at a local Foods for Less, buying formula for my son, and while walking up to the door, a young man, maybe 20 years of age, with dirt under his nails, torn up jeans, and a shirt 3 sizes too big, approached me and asked for $1. I asked, as I always do, why? If they give me a halfway decent answer, I give it to them. Depending on the answer, I've given up to $100. I had just gotten a severance check that day and was feeling generous. Anyway, he proceeded to tell me that he wanted to surprise his girlfriend and kid with macaroni and cheese because that's his daughter's favorite meal. I tried so hard to keep my composure as he told me about his parents' abusive home and his stepfather's attempts to rape his 2-year-old daughter. I figured regardless of whether or not the story was true, it was a damn good story and this guy deserved some mac and cheese. After he finished the story, I looked at him and told him that I'll get him his mac and cheese. So off I went, shopping for a random stranger. He started by picking the cheapest things he saw. Dollar mac and cheese boxes, dehydrated milk mix, that sort of stuff. I responded by putting a fresh rotisserie chicken in the cart and fresh veggies. I'm pretty sure he thought that I was shopping for myself at this point. We continued walking the aisle and picking random things. Him the cheap, me the filling. When we got to the register, he was so careful to separate the things he picked from mine. The bill came to about $80 or so, I think. After all of this, we walked out of the door, and I stopped, rummaged through the cart, and got my formula, and told him that I was actually shopping for him. I have yet to ever see a person try so hard to get a word out. The look in his eyes. I'll never forget the look. I think he was awestruck. When he managed a thank you out of many that night, I paused him and gave him my phone number and told him to call me if he ever needed help. Regardless of what it is, I'll try my best to help him. I got a phone call that night. His family one by one said thank you. It was the first real meal they've had in years. Since then, I've gotten random phone calls from him updating me on his life. He has a job now, a steady income, and he's doing a lot better. Not once did I ever get a call asking for something. He tells me I changed everything that night. I thought I was just doing the right thing. You just never know the impact you have on another person's life. TLDR, when shopping for a random kid in need, a rotisserie chicken changed a man's life.